A very good morning, children. I am Gagan Bhatia, your SST teacher from Springfields Public School. I hope you are fine and taking care of yourselves. Let us start with lesson number 4 of Civics, the Judiciary. The lesson starts from page number 28 of your book, as you can see in the slide. The Judiciary, as given in your book. According to it, India has a federal system of government where there are different kinds of courts like the Supreme Court, the High Court, and other smaller courts. Then the another topic that is given in your book is the importance of judiciary. There are basically 3 points related to importance of judiciary. It settles the disputes between people and state government, between two different states, and the center and the state government. Second point, the citizens can move to the court if any of their rights are violated. And the third point is the Supreme Court looks after whether all the things of the Constitution and rules and regulations of the Constitutions are being properly implemented or not. The next topic that is given on page number 29 of your books is the Supreme Court. The highest court of your country, that is in Delhi, is the Supreme Court, which has a maximum of 30 judges, and the President appoints the Chief Justice in consultation with the other judges. To be appointed as a judge of the Supreme Court, a person should be a citizen of India and have an experience of at least 5 years. There is no fixed term of office for the Supreme Court judges. The term for the Supreme Court judges is not fixed and they can serve till the age of 65. Now, as you can see on page number 29, on the right hand side are the two topics: jurisdiction, which is further divided into original, appellate, advisory jurisdiction, and judicial review, as given on page number 30. Jurisdiction is to see whether the work is being properly done or not. When we talk about original jurisdiction, जो सारी पावर सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पास ही होती हैं, it settles the disputes between two states, between the union government and state government, and between the governments of different countries. Appellate jurisdiction, when any cases from the lower courts reaches the Supreme Court, that is a step-by-step procedure, is an example of appellate jurisdiction. Advisory jurisdiction is when the Supreme Court advises the President on any matters it asks from them. Judicial review. When I talk about judicial review, it means the power of the Supreme Court to see whether the decisions taken were appropriate or not. The High Court is given on page number 30, which is the highest authority in the state and not the country. If we talk about country, children, it is the Supreme Court. Now, when you look at page number 31 of your books, you can see the different topics which are given. And if I talk about the first topic, that is the appointment, the President of India appoints the Chief Justice of the High Court in consultation with the Chief Justice of India. To qualify as the appointment as a judge of the High Court, the person must be a citizen of India and should have 10 years of experience. The judges of the High Court can serve till the age of 62. The High Court issues writs for the enforcement of fundamental rights. It passes rules on election-related disputes. It hears appeals in both civil and criminal cases. It also controls and supervises the working of the subordinate courts. Subordinate courts बाकी सारे जो छोटे छोटे कोर्ट्स होते हैं छोटे छोटे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में. Each state is divided into various districts and the courts which function in those districts are subordinate courts which hear civil and criminal cases related to the district. Now, if I talk about the other types of subordinate courts, we will be reading about it in the next lecture. So, we will be starting with page number 31 and continue the lecture with Lok Adalat also. Thank you, children. Have a wonderful day. Please read the chapter, mark the important points. See you in the next lecture. Thank you, beta. Take care of yourselves.